Yo, what's up? It's SNT and you're watching The Bike Show. This is a weekly series where we check out some of your amazing bike builds that you have submitted to the email address that's down in the description and on the screen right now. And before we start this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join the squad on the road to 10,000 subscribers. But now, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and at the end, let me know in the comment section down below which bike was your favorite. Now, moving on to the first bike of the day, which is a 80cc 2007 Yamaha DT 50 RSM from Sweden. The engine is built with a body kit, BRK 80cc racing cylinder, stage 6 RT 26mm PWK carburetor, MBT digital direct inner rotor ignition, and a most 7080 exhaust. So that's a pretty powerful engine setup, and he has done a lot of things on the appearance side as well. So when it comes to the looks of this bike, he has a KTM number plate, eBay dirt bike seat cover, halogen spotlight, high profile fat bar with a stage 6 bar pad. The plastics have been painted by a professional painter, and it has a Rockstar graphic kit as the cherry on top, which looks absolutely beautiful. And this bike is so well put together. Everything fits this bike and looks like it belongs on there. Everything from the powerful engine build, which looks absolutely amazing and probably runs like a beast, to the appearance of this bike, which looks really cool. I really like the blue, red and black color scheme we got here with the Rockstar graphics kit. And one thing I like in particular is the cut plastics. He has cut the rear side plastics to give a more straight line and a more aggressive race look. I really like this look when you cut the plastics. Personally, we have done it on the Rieju RR I built last year. It has the cut plastics, which gives it a more race look, aggressive look, modern look, whatever you want to say. And I think it's a great choice if you want to give your bike a little bit more personality and stick out a bit more. It's a well executed build, and it definitely looks like you know what you're doing when it comes to the design aspect of this bike. Thank you so much for starting off the show with this beauty. Now we have Olof Boman with his 80cc Beta RR50 SM stunt moped. He has a powerful but still simple engine build, mainly set up for stunt riding, which includes a Polini 80cc sport cylinder, 19mm carburetor, unrestricted stock exhaust, and a 1352 gearing. Having a sport cylinder and a unrestricted stock exhaust is not the best combo if you want to have a high performance moped, but if you're doing stunt riding, for example circle wheelies, where you just want a powerful but still reliable power band with power all out throughout the revs, like you have power down low and up high, then this is a perfect combo for you. Then it also has a few stunt mods on this bike to make it easier to do a lot of cool tricks and stuff, including a custom stunt brake setup, easy pull clutch lever, hole in the rear fender with a modified subframe so he can put his foot there when he's doing stand-up circle wheelies, and it also has BMX pegs so he can put his foot on when doing the circle wheelies. The transformation from when he bought the bike to when he finished up this build is huge, and it barely looks like the same bike anymore. He did a great job transforming this bike, and the look of this bike and everything with this bike, it looks so cool, and I feel like he had definitely nailed every single aspect of this bike when it comes to looks, performance, riding, everything. This guy knows what he's doing. And some of the parts that made the biggest difference on the appearance of this bike include a set of upside down forks, Supermoto front fender, KTM EXE headlight, and a Rockstar graphics kit, just like the DT50 we had earlier this episode. If you want to see some riding videos with this bike, make sure you check out his YouTube channel, Olof Boman. I will link it in the description so you can easily go and check it out after you finish watching this video, of course. He has some cool clips of doing some cool stunt riding with this bike, and it's now sold this bike, but he's doing a VR125 Supermoto build, which will be absolutely insane. So make sure you stick around and stay on the lookout for that bike, because that bike will be really cool and definitely be something worth waiting for. So overall, a really cool bike. Thank you so much for sending it in to the show. Next up, we have a really clean 2007 Derbi Senda 50 SM from Sweden once again. This bike has gone through a huge transformation from when he bought it in a relatively stock condition to the beauty it is today. And some of the things on this bike include a set of aftermarket black plastics, eBay dirt bike seat cover, new license plate holder, unrestricted exhaust and CDI box, KTM EXE headlight, rim tape, and a custom blue and chrome bold graphics kit, really putting the cherry on top and making this bike look absolutely amazing. This plastic kit made a huge difference when it comes to looks on this bike. As you can see, it has the cut plastics in the rear with a more aggressive look on both the rear fender and side plastics. This is the same concept that the DT50 had early in this episode, but this one is actually from a factory, an aftermarket company that made these plastics to have a more modern and aggressive look, which I personally really enjoy. I think it looks really cool. So if you don't want to cut the plastics and you have a Derbi Senda and you want to make it look even cooler, this is a good option for you. It's bolt on and it looks really cool and you don't need to cut anything. It's always fun to see when people take a moped and make it look really cool without doing a engine build. Of course, it's super fun to see engine builds, but that's normally where you see the crazy builds. So it's fun to see someone taking a stock moped and making it look cool while still keeping it relatively stock in the engine. So that's really cool to see. Thank you so much for sending it in to the show. Now we have the first finished bike of the day, which is a 2018 Rieju MRT 50. The engine is built with a ported 50cc cylinder, Ganelli 2T exhaust, 16mm Delorto carburetor, high flow air filter, Malossi carbon reed valve, Malossi racing clutch springs, and a 1462 gearing. And I just saw something. Take a look at that muffler though. That thing is tiny. Not sure why you want that small of a muffler, but it's kind of funny and it's kind of cool at the same time. So yeah, that's definitely a cool addition to the bike that it's not common on a lot of bikes. So it's a cool, unique part to this bike, which is always fun to see. He also has a few styling parts, including a KTM number plate, fat bar handlebar, painted forks and swing arm to match the frame. He also replaced the airbox and mud protector for a see-through plastic, painted the shifter and kickstarter blue, and he also tinted the taillight. I really like how everything on this bike pretty much works together and looks really good. Nothing sticks out too much, and it's still a cool, unique and aggressive look on this bike. You did a great job with it, and it seems like a really fun bike to ride. Thank you so much for sending it in to the show. Moving on, we have the fastest bike of the day, which is a Top Performance 86 Honda HM50 from Hungary. The engine is built with a Top Performance 86cc cylinder, Top Performance 44mm crankshaft, Top Performance V-Force reed valve, Top Performance intake manifold, Polini 5-disc racing clutch, Malossi MHR exhaust with a Metra kit muffler, Delorto 21mm carburetor, and a Doppler inner rotor ignition. This bike has been on the dyno and it made 19.7 rear wheel horsepower and almost 23 horsepower at the crank with 12 Newton meters of torque, which is amazing for a moped that comes stock with 5 horsepower. That's really good for a moped, and it seems really fast as well. So it seems like a really fun bike to ride with a lot of power and a really cool look. It looks like a real Honda Supermoto. You got the red and white plastics, keeping it clean and minimalistic. Really cool all the way around. I wish we had more pictures of it so we could see other reviews of this bike, but still one big good quality pictures showing the entire bike is better than a lot of people has done when they sent in their bikes. So please, if you're sending in your bike to the show, include at least one good picture. Please, like, take out the bike to a cool spot or out somewhere nice. Just take some good pictures so you feature the bike and we can see what it is. It will increase your chances of getting featured by like 10,000%, because some people, they take pictures in like the dark where you can't even see the bike. So if you have a bike that's really cool and you want to show it off on the show, please take some good pictures. It makes it a lot easier for you to end up on the show, because it's a lot more fun to show a bike with good pictures, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just want to give that heads up, so that if you're sending in your bike, make sure to feature some good pictures, and preferably in landscape mode instead of portrait, because like it makes it so much easier to feature on a video. Overall, this bike is a beauty. It has a crazy engine setup, it looks really good, and it's a nice build overall. So thank you so much for sending it in to the show. But that was the 5 amazing bikes from this week's bike show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the squad on the road to 10,000 subscribers, which will be absolutely amazing to hit that this month. So if you have not already, make sure you join the squad and subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comment section down below which bike was your favorite. But that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, stay awesome, be positive. It's been SNT, and I'll see you in the next one.